Team. When I read the law, before I invite you on the microphone, the Constitution provides for Uganda Human Rights Commission. The commission shall be composed of a chairperson and not less than 3 other persons appointed by the president with the approval of parliament. Now, I've had the accounting officer. I don't know who is now the political head of this delegation. I want some clarity before we entertain your responses.
Who is not here? Honorable Chair, the political head of the commission is the chairperson, who is not with us this morning. Of the commission, in line with the Article 51 you've just read, is the chairperson, who is not with us this morning here.
Is there any explanation? Because I've been briefed by the clerk. They sent invitations to the accounting officer and also to the commission. The chairperson was duly invited. Did you receive the invitations from the committee?
Chair, the invitations were received.
Use the microphone. Bring it closer. We want you to be on record.
The invitations were received, Honorable Chair.
Were received by the commission, by you?
By the UHRC registry. I can confirm.
Were they transmitted to whoever was invited?
They were transmitted, Honorable Chair.
So the chairperson received the invitation?
Yes.
Do you have any communication as to why the chairperson is not with you?
I do not have any official communication.
Is the chairperson still in office?
Yes, she is, Honorable Chair.
So by the time the invitation was received, was the chairperson in office?
Yes, she was.
And the invitation was transmitted to her?
Yes, Chair.
Now, did she or did the commission delegate any of you to lead the delegation today? Or did she delegate any commissioner officer?
Honorable Chair, as accounting officer, I'm not aware. Luckily enough, we have honorable members of the commission here. I would kindly request that they are better positioned to respond to that.
How many commissioners did you come with?
We've come with 5.
5?
Yes, sir.
Now, to clear this, let the commissioners speak to us, whether any of them have the mandate to represent the chairperson or they also merely came.
Thank you, Honorable Chair and members. I'm Simeo Wangadya-COSASE, a member of the commission. I don't have that mandate.
Honorable Chair, I am Omara Peter Lamix. I don't have that mandate too.
As I came in my own capacity as a commissioner, I don't have any instructions from the chair.
To appear before this committee, and I am duly here in that capacity. Thank you. You are the one who informed or shared the invitation with the commissioners?
Yes, Honorable Chair. The invitation from the Clerk to Parliament was addressed to the chairperson and the accounting officer and copied to the honorable members of the commission. I took responsibility to write a covering letter to notify them, and I attached that invitation, it having been copied to them notwithstanding.
Could you be having a copy of your covering letter, inviting and copying the same to the commissioners and the chairperson?
I only wrote a covering letter to the honorable members because they were in a copy. The chairperson received the substantive invitation. It therefore did not warrant any further internal communication.
Honorable Hakim?
Maybe that can guide our proceedings. And without his delegated person or our delegated person.
Yes. Any other? Yes.
That they have a leadership crisis.
Yes, Honorable Kawalia.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, mine goes to the accounting officer because there's some information which has been going around about the resignation of the chair. And when I recall your question to him as in regard whether the chairperson has ever received the communication from Parliament, he has seemed not to be very honest to this committee. Because we've been seeing a letter where the chair is resigning. He is claiming that the same chairperson received the invitation from Parliament. So we want him to be very clear. We need honesty before this committee because it is the reason why we are here, Mr. Chair. Mine goes to the accounting officer. Thank you.
To accounting, before you go into the administrative part, Mr. Kamad, when did you become the accounting officer of the Human Rights Commission? Switch, be on the record.
On the 17th of April, from 9th April.
Which year?
To date, this year, 9th April 2026.
You have been acting as?
Secretary to the Commission.
Secretary to the Commission?
Yes.
And accounting officer?
Yes, sir.
So you received the appointment both as a secretary and accounting officer at once?
First as acting secretary and later as accounting officer.
Do you have the instrument appointing you as accounting officer?
I do have them, Honorable Chair.
Could you share with our clerk?
I will share, had not carried them with me, Honorable Chair.
Okay. And now that the what? The colleague nearby?
Chair, I heard two people mentioning about acting. The accounting officer said he's acting, and then he also said he's acting. For how long have you been acting? Same question.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I have been in acting position from April to date.
From April?
Yes.
This year?
Even the internal auditor, I think the same.
Now, acting director, No, even accounting officer. The instrument appointing you acting secretary. Because we want to also peruse through that instrument. Now, of course we are going to deal with the audit report 2024, 2025. Of course, the position of the law is, once you are appointed accounting officer, you inherit all liabilities under the vote. So you are duly accountable. But I want also to draw members to Article 164 of the Constitution on accountability. Specifically, Article 164(2) of the Constitution. It provides that any person holding a political or public office who directs or concurs in the use of public funds, contrary to existing instructions, shall be accountable for any loss arising from that use and shall be required to make good the loss, even if he or she ceases to hold that office. Now that we are destined to interrogate the audit reports for 2024-2025, be on record to tell us who was the accounting officer.
Honorable Chang.
Miss?
Margaret Luce Ejang.
Margaret Luce?
Ejang.
Ejang.
Yeah.
Is she still a staff of the Human Rights Commission?
No, she left on the 9th of April, the very day I assumed the acting ship.
By saying left, you mean what?
She retired
She retired from
the commission service.
the commission service.
Yes, please. She didn't resign, she retired. On the basis of age.
On the basis of age.
Yeah.
Now, I want to hear from the commissioners, to be on the record. What happens where we want to hear from the commissioners? How do we arrive at this? You don't meet or communicate as commissioners, because the law providing for the chairperson is the same law providing for the commissioners. How do we reach here where each one came alone? Each one came around. I want to hear from each commissioner. No one should represent the other. Commissioner Simeo,
To Honorable Chair and members. Honorable Chair, I was invited in my capacity, my personal capacity, as a member of the commission. I got the invitation from the acting secretary, and that's why I'm here. Yes, sir.
when you received the invitation, you didn't bother to consult the chair, who was also in office?
The truth of the matter, I've took time without meeting my chairperson.
How long?
We last had the commission meeting on 4th March 2024.
4th March.
4th March 2024. So 2026.
Huh?
The accounting officer has corrected me. It was 9th March 2026.
9th March 2026.
2026. That's when I last interacted with her.
Ordinarily, how often do you meet?
Honorable Chair and members, we are supposed to have a monthly commission meeting. The commission meeting is the top management decision-making body of the commission. Yes, sir.
So you are saying since March, you have not had management meetings?
Yes, sir.
You are not meeting as a commission?
To the best of my knowledge.
But you are all in office daily?
Yes, sir.
No one speaks to each other?
No. The last time.
Are you on the record reminding?
We last met on 9th March 2026 as a commission meeting.
Have you ever taken efforts to remind the chairperson or
It is
fellow commissioners?
9th.
9th March.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever taken any efforts to remind your fellow commissioners or the chairperson that we should have meetings?
Honorable Chair, remember, that is a procedural matter. Every month we have to meet. The chairperson in conjunction.
Now, in your response, in your capacity as a commissioner who is paid the public funds, you are in the office and you earn maybe salary and emoluments. Have you ever taken efforts on record reminding or writing to your fellow commissioners and the chair that we should have a meeting?
No, sir, I have not done that one because monthly.
No. Don't give the reasons.
No, obviously not right.
Let's go to the other commissioner.
Yes.
I begin by Chair, I begin by adding on what Honorable Nsuga had said. Since March, we have never had a commission meeting. So in short, there has been no activity of the commission in leadership. But other technical officers at regions could be doing other work. So as a commission, we have not been there. And I last met also the chairperson on that day, and then she proceeded on leave until I think almost the other day of resignation, which I had also in papers. I would like to say that while he was away, my colleague here, Honorable Mara, was acting for some time. But at one time also, Commissioner Mara was in Geneva, and then there was nobody in between. So I think these are some of the issues which we need to know. In short, as a commission, we have been there individually. But me, I've been on leave. I took leave from June, and my leave ended, actually it ends today, 22nd, and I'm lucky to end my leave coming here. So the whole month and a half, I've not been around, but I've been hearing that or whatever. So in short, as a commission, we have not been there. But then other activities have been going on. The issue of who is the commission, what is the commission, who are commissioners? The chairperson and at least 3 members. But now we are all 6 members, except there's no chairperson. So in short, there's no commission in this this meeting.
All of the 6 received the instructions appointing you as commissioners. Yes?
Yes, we did.
The instructions were from
the president.
all of you.
Yes.
We may have a commissioner appointed by the chairperson.
No, it's constitutional.
Honorable Chair, to set the record very clear, all of us, the 6 members, were appointed by the president with the approval of Parliament.
Institution.
Yes. Oh my God, sorry. I'm called Datire Jacqueline Ruab Kurkuru. I'm a former woman MP Shema District, now a commissioner. Thank you, Chair, for the questions. It is just simple. Actually, according to me, since February, we have not sat
So in the match,
in a commission.
in the match when they sat, they did invite you.
I think so. It was March. To me, it looks like it has been years. Anyway. Yeah, because this is a very important commission.
Yes.
Let us not downplay things. And not sitting for more than 4 months is a lot. Even once is a lot. Actually, by law, we are also supposed to have a deputy chairperson whom we don't have. That position is not filled at the moment. Because if it was, maybe if the chair is away, the deputy should be doing that role. So us not informing her, like he said, indeed, she knows that she's supposed to be chairing this meeting since she doesn't have a deputy.
By she, you mean who?
The chairperson
Of what?
of the Uganda Human Rights Commission, my boss. Well,
You sound
I
very
also-
concerned.
Of course I am. I'm a citizen of Uganda, and we have cases that we need to go to the tribunals. We need to do these things where the chairperson is supposed to be, and she is nowhere to be seen. Myself,
But she's in office. They told us she was in office on Monday. Did you pass by her office?
No, me, I haven't seen her since.
Do you
March.
actually report to Uganda Human Rights Commission offices?
Yes, I do.
When were you
Once
last?
in a while, but recently there has not been much.
Why?
Because the chairperson is not in office. And it is only 30 days where we are supposed to have a leave. And she has had a leave forever. So, she's not in office.
Now let's get from the.
Yeah, I think we are proceeding like we're on a fishing expedition. We have an accounting officer here, Chair, who is supposed to make your work easy. The accounting officer is supposed, in my view, to tell you how the operations of the Human Rights Commission are governed. Do they have a charter? Do they have rules of procedure?
Letter, at least to prove that he's an acting officer, he was given that mandate, and he has not provided it. So, Chair, may we understand whether we are proceeding well with the team that we have?
For now, we are proceeding well because this year appear in their joint and independent capacity. We are fast tracking and getting facts before we can now pronounce ourselves on how best to move with the team. So I think for now we are moving right, and we shall see how we go about with the entity after.
This is the accounting officer, and when there are critical matters to do with governance, that's when we deal with the chairperson. But Chair, there's one disappointment that I've got from the commissioners and the accounting officer. They are not telling the Ugandans the truth, what is happening in the commission. Because recently I was surprised, I don't know whether these days when people are resigning, they go to social media and they pronounce that now they have resigned. Because I remember those days when I was working, resignation would be a confidential matter. But now these days I saw your chairperson pronouncing herself on the social media, Twitter, what, that I've resigned, I'm no longer the chairperson. But you are not telling us the truth, what is happening. Honorable Wangadya said that they last had a meeting in April, March 9th to date. It means that the commission is not functioning. Because if you are supposed to meet monthly, and now 4 months down the road you are not meeting, it means that you are not performing, and many Ugandans are waiting to see exactly what's the commission. They even don't know actually whether you are existing or not.
Honorable Nangori, don't conclude, maybe he was not invited. We are here to hear from the other commissioners, and then we shall establish a quorum.
Honorable Chair, just one thing. How many commissioners are supposed to be there?
How many commissioners?
Are they there? And are they all here? And if they are not here, where are they and who are they? Probably to have another picture of caucusing in themselves there.
Accounting officer will answer that later. Let first exhaust the question. Honorable Kim, then you. Wait, Honorable him, and then you.
Matter before, but it was not answered. I think it was guiding the proceeding. The first question I raised was, what makes a full constitution of the commission? And number two, is the commission still functional? Otherwise, it seems every individual, actually they are working in silos. Can those questions be answered, Mr. Chairman?
I think at present, then we can engage them as a team if it so requires.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, you had permitted me to speak.
I permitted you? Okay.
Yes, now. One is the audited report of the commission. Under the circumstances, we have an accounting officer. We just need to confirm his delegation and proceed. There are other issues, Chair, of governance. The issues of governance, we can only deal with the commission when it is fully constituted or when we have a representative of the chair. Chair, I want to propose that the commissioners, except if they are part of the team of the accounting officer, be asked to leave this meeting and return only when they have their chair. We deal with the accounting officer and technical people. I submit, Chair.
Thank you. I guided before we can rule on that. Let's hear from them.
I'm also aware that for the commission to be fully constituted, there must be a chairperson at any one time and at least 3 members of the commission. So that is what would constitute the commission. The other issue is
I asked whether you have made efforts to reach out to your commissioners and the chairperson to have your monthly management meetings. And 2.
My colleague, Honorable Simeo, said we last met in March as a commission. But as members, we have been undertaking activities. As members with the technical staff, we have gone on monitoring and inspection of prisons. We have engaged stakeholders in Jinja, in Soroti, in Hoima, in Arua, in Lira, as members.
So how do you decide, how do you come up with those activities? Do they require presence of a chairperson? You sit as the commissioners, or you are already approved?
No,
those activities.
These ones are already approved, and it's not all commissioners or members that go. Because we are assigned, there are commissioners who will go on this activity and that activity, and in engagements.
Okay. The next.
Mr. Chairman, the President nominates you to the Appointments Committee, and then you give him a feedback. If they have all passed the vetting, then he issues the instruments of appointment. Mr. Chairman, there is what is called the Uganda Human Rights Act, which talks of the chair to chair the committees, to chair the commission. Yeah, to chair the commission. And we have also the rules that say that the chair is the only one who will chair the tribunals. So in this instance, Mr. Chairman, there is no way we can have tribunals without the chair chairing the tribunals. Initially, it was an individual commissioner that would make it easier, but having sought guidance from the Attorney General, he guided that it's supposed to be a tribunal. So we sit for, and the chair is the one who chairs. And
So meaning, as of now, if anyone files a complaint, the Human Rights Commission cannot handle because there is no one to chair, or the one who can chair doesn't want to chair. Try to clarify in your own words.
according to the rules guiding the tribunal, it is the chair who is supposed to chair those tribunals. So if there is no chair, that means we cannot have tribunals.
So in simple terms, whoever has a complaint, have you ever made efforts to remind the chair, now that you also earn public funds in the salary and the emoluments, have you ever made efforts to remind the chair to constitute meetings or convene a tribunal?
We have been talking to her to have tribunal meetings and commission meetings.
But by talking, you mean conversation or a letter?
Not talking. And actually, I've been engaging the acting secretary. He's here. He can actually ascertain to whether what I'm talking is true, to invite the commission meeting, since it is mandated to him to call the commission meeting so that we can actually do the service.
Chairman, I just want to get a very clear answer from the accounting officer. Has your chairperson resigned, written anything, or it is just noise?
I don't have any official communication to the effect that chairperson has resigned. I don't.
Chair, just a follow-up on that one.
Thank you very much, Chair. I'll move under Article 52 of the Constitution that specifies the mandate of the Uganda Human Rights Commission, and which includes visiting and inspecting places of detention, of course, to assess conditions of a human rights nature and make recommendations. And I want to go on record to say that just taking a sneak peek into the last couple of months, as a member of the commission, and also with my colleagues, we've done quite a number of things in this regard. We have visited places of detention. Just last week alone, we were in Kitalia. We went to Kampiringisa Rehabilitation Center. We were in Nakasongola Prison. We went to Machishon Bay Prison in Luzira, and we engaged inmates, and people were detained in all these places. The second mandate, as per the Constitution, which is...
Before you go into the mandate, because we don't have the political head yet, we are trying to ascertain. What we want to hear from you is whether you have heard from the chairperson, whether you remind the chairperson, how are you transacting like other commissioners? Try to restrain yourself on that before you go into the activities.
Okay. In terms of the commission meetings, yes, we last had one on the 9th of March, as has been stated by my colleagues, and we haven't had a commission meeting since then. But that does not in any way mean...
Have you taken efforts to remind the chairperson or your fellow commissioners?
No, I have not taken effort
Why?
to remind the chairperson.
Why?
Because both the Constitution and the Uganda Human Rights Act do not specify the regularity of commission meetings. Commission meetings are convened as and when we have a full agenda to to attend to. That's according to you, your appreciation of the law.
They say the chairperson proceeded on leave. For how long was that leave? Who was acting in the absence of the chair? Did you have meetings during that time of the absence? Chair, the one supposed to call the meetings of the commission is the accounting officer. Has he called a meeting and the chair has not showed up? I think we have a criminal in our presence and we are scattering ourselves going very far. Chair, let's focus on where our mandate is. We will focus and get the detail of what actually the rot is within the commission and proceed on to the financial report that we have before us than being on a fishing expedition.
Please take record, you're going to answer all. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, our purpose of being here is basically to help the commission function. Unfortunately, in what I see, there is no position of a deputy chair. It is basically a chairperson.
We are going to be a biting committee. And I told you, principally, we first summoned the parliamentary commission, but the clerk to parliament as accounting officer had the courtesy of writing back to us and seeking us to reschedule our engagement at a future date. We summoned the commission and the chairperson. The commissioners are all here. The technical team is here and the accounting officer. We also take note that the accounting officer is new. But given the scant information surrounding who handles what, we shall require the accounting officer to first present the posting instruction. Because we are an accountability committee, we cannot transact on hearsay and rumors. Being that he is acting as a secretary to the commission, but appointed as accounting officer, we thank you for honoring the invite. But again, we require that you furnish the committee with proof within today that you are the accounting officer of the Uganda Human Rights Commission. I want to state that whatever we hear as ongoing concerns must interest us as the committee. And indeed, the concerns you heard from the members are very legit, at least for now. We want to accord the Uganda Human Rights Commission as a team opportunity to interface with the committee, because part of what we do audit, we do recommendations. I mean, we do oversight, we do recommend, we also handle the audit reports. And as I mentioned, the constitution is very clear that even if you cease to be the political head or accounting officer, but money was spent under your control and direction, you can be summoned and invited to answer for that particular money spent or misspent under your control and leadership. For now, I'm really constrained to proceed with the Uganda Human Rights Commission. I want to adjourn this meeting to Friday this week at 9 a.m. You return to this committee with the chairperson as the political head of Uganda Human Rights Commission. We have heard she was in office on Monday. And today is Wednesday. So we want to believe that she's in office. And she duly received the invitation. We want to invite the chairperson again on Friday. And in absence of the chairperson on Friday, I want to announce in advance we shall be constrained by to use the lawful means within our laws to ensure her presence, whether by summons, whether by warrants. We shall be advised, but we shall ensure that the chairperson appear. These are public funds under her control and management, and it is very disappointing that she never sent an explanation of her absence, at least on record. I find it disrespectful to the committee, but we are giving her and the commission a second chance. The matters to handle are very, very concerning. So Friday this week, what is the date, clerk? 20? 24th at 9. We shall return to handle Uganda Human Rights Commission. Yes?
I don't know if our clerk can